Hi everyone, this is Dan Gross for News 8 and RochesterFirst.com, and welcome to What's Good, the place where we share the good news in and around Rochester over the past 7 days. Let's cue the jam. It's back to class for a lot of students of the Rochester City School District. The district announced all but 22 schools would return for in-person instruction on Wednesday, with the remaining remote schools to return for in-person learning by January 18th. The district initially sent out a list of 21 schools affected by the plan, later adding Northeast College Preparatory High School as the 22nd. And even though concerts for Eastman School of Music have been postponed for this month, Eastman does have a new grant, a $15,000 grant from the National Endowment of the Arts. It will be used to commission a new piece honoring the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, also known as the Iroquois. The piece will be for orchestra and narration, and it's set to debut in December of this year. And the New York Beer Project is set to donate over $36,000 to O'Shea Children's Hospital in Western New York. Now, they did this by, for every pint of their collaborative ice cream with Perry's, $1 was donated. Additionally, they donated $20,000 to Camp Good Days. Based off a similar collaboration, a little bit of money was donated every time they sold a beer inspired by Perry's ice cream. And earlier this month, 24 firefighter recruits are beginning their training. These recruits already completed the rigorous City of Rochester recruit vetting, and they start their training at the Public Safety Training Facility on Scottsville Road. It's a 25-week training to be a firefighter/emergency medical technician with the Rochester Fire Department. They're due to complete the training in June. And an area health teacher was honored with a Liberty Medal. Laura Rundell was with Seneca Falls Middle School, where she performed the Heimlich maneuver and saved the life of a 7th grader named Allison Fenton, who was choking on a bottle cap. State Senator Pam Hamling met with Rundell, who is now at South Seneca School District, with the medal. It's the highest honor that the state senate can bestow. And new Rochester Mayor Malik Evans, along with Monroe County Executive Bello, launched a new program that will increase the number of personnel who respond to 911 calls for life-threatening injuries. The program is called Nurse Navigation, and it's not only meant to save lives, but reduce hospital capacity as well. Here's how it works. Under this new system, non-life-threatening calls to 911 will be handled by a licensed nurse who can assess symptoms, give instructions on self-care, or call for a virtual visit with an emergency physician. Since nurses respond to these calls, more personnel are available for the life-threatening injuries calls. And the town of Parenton has a new program to help first responders. It's a 10% real property tax exemption for volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. The bill was unanimously voted in. The exemption would amount to 10% of a house's assessed value, and everyone who served in these programs for 2 years or more qualifies. The proposal is set for a public hearing later this month. What else is good? Honoring bicentennials is good. The town of Greece is celebrating, in part, their own bicentennial by launching a special website to showcase all of the town's history. They call it the Historic Resources Survey, and they describe it as an online living archive of maps, images, information, and historical narratives, documenting Greece's heritage in an accessible format that is easy to navigate for people of all ages. I admittedly am a fairly young person at 28, but found it pretty easy to navigate. They are also celebrating the bicentennial with events throughout the year. What else is good? Apparently, Fresca is pretty good. Constellation Brands, now a Rochester company, those officials announced on Thursday that the company has entered into an agreement with Coca-Cola to manufacture, market, distribute, and launch Fresca Mixed, a new ready-to-drink cocktail beverage. According to company officials, alternative beverages, that's a mouthful, including ready-to-drink cocktails, represents nearly an $8 billion industry. What else is good? Your good news. We'd love to feature that everyday sort of good news that keeps us all going. If it puts a smile on your face, the team and I would love to hear from you. You can drop me a line personally, should be on screen right about now. That's dgross@wroctv.com, and please pass along any photos or video that you might have as well. On the topic of passing along photos, you know the shtick, we do look for new ways to feature our sweet wordmark logo here. Luke Juntonen is unfortunately no longer at News 8. He's off to bigger and better things. So if you want to honor Luke's legacy here, you can send us a great photo of an iconic Rochester vista or landmark. We'll shout you out on the show, and I will find out this week, if we can shout you out on Instagram. Well, I think that just about does it for this week's What's Good. My name is Dan Gross. Thank you so much for your time and company today. Really appreciate it. You know what else is going to be good? I think the rest of your week. We'll see you next Wednesday.